Hey guys, it's Eric with the Miller Park Minute, where we're throwing strikes and getting blanks, hitting dingers and getting listeners. Back again with another episode. Yes. This is a daily podcast where we produce content on the daily, 5:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. You can find us on Apple, Google, Amazon, Pocket Cast, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Anchor, you name it, we are there, and we are glad to be there. So we've got some busy times as the Miller Park Minute right now, doing lots of videos. This is a daily thing, so come check us out daily. We just talk baseball, and we bring on different guests, whether they be radio personalities or TV personalities that we've seen. We're working on players. Players are a little harder, obviously. They're busy, and I get that. So this is what we do. We also have a Patreon if you want to go support that. Patreon.com/Miller Park Minute. Head on over there. Otherwise, there is I think there's the ability to subscribe on YouTube too. I don't know. There's super chats and stuff like that. I'm not really sure how all of that works at this juncture, but that's a way to support us if you want to support us. Otherwise, you can use the code Miller Park Minutes over at the SeatGeek and get $20 off your first purchase of tickets over there. So that being said, if I'm a little slower tonight, it's just nature. I'm tired, and I've worked really hard the last 2 days, and we had a snowstorm, so that happens. That being said, we did have a tragedy. We did lose some bobbleheads. Normally there's a shelf of bobbleheads right back there. Well, a photo fell and crashed onto them. So we're currently working to save said bobbleheads, in case you're curious. My lovely wife is working to save those bobbleheads. The primary ones, the ones I paid a little bit more money for, did end up being okay. The other ones are kind of commons, so hopefully, worst case scenario, I just have to replace them. Anytime I break a bobblehead, I just die a little inside. I get a little sad, and then I have to go back to eBay and find it again, or whatever. Find a seller on Facebook Marketplace. So yeah, that's just the raw facts of it. So I am going to talk about my sleeper picks for the 2023 season. And these guys are going to be guys that not necessarily have a lot of expectation on them as members of this Milwaukee Brewers club. And they're going to be guys that have no real expectation, to be honest. So we're going to go right off the roster. We're going to go on the 40-man. We're going to talk about this. If you see me squinting, it's because my eyes are just dried out at this point, even with contact solution in. So I think that there are some guys on here, none named, that are going to come out and be impressive members of the Brewers organization this 2023 season. So obviously you got your big players and your guys that are regularly good anyways, your Willie Adameses, things like that. But there's going to be some unsung heroes in this squad. And first going to go with Owen Miller. I think Owen Miller, I've talked about him a couple times with projections and in a couple of recent episodes, but I think Owen Miller is going to be one that we're really going to see step in. When we talked about the depth chart the other night, I noticed, Owen Miller kind of ranked up there pretty well on just about every piece of depth. Now that's early. That's what they're saying right now. So to see what they say, in spring training, and see him get a lot of play in spring training and see what he steps up to be, will be great. So Owen Miller is one of my sleepers. Reason being, too, I mean, he's got room to grow. Again, bear with me. I'm going to read his stat line. So his 2022 season, he had 424 at-bats, 53 runs, 103 hits, 6 homers, 51 RBIs, 2 stolen bases, a 243 batting average, and a 303 OBP, and OPS is 652. If you remember, Butcher talked about the OPS and said about 800 is where you want to be. So he's definitely got some room to grow. Career-wise, he's actually at a 623, so he definitely has room to grow. And I think that's coming to a new organization. Being a local guy is going to help him. You know, you got your family and your community here to support you. So I think these are the reasons why he's on my list of a sleeper brewer that I think is going to come out and perform. You know, he's not a guy like Jesse Winker where he's got a major league expectation. If you actually break down and look at his stats, again, maybe I should do this on the iPad. If you look at his stats, his advanced career stats, this is annoying me. My eyes are so dry. I even have a big old monitor, so this is bad. You know, he's one of these players that's got a lot of upside. Not everything I've said and everything I've talked about with even these broadcaster guys, they say that he's going to be very good, or he has a potential. He's got some upside to him. So that would be my position player pick is Owen Miller. Then I was actually inspired on this next one by our good friend Dario the other day when he was talking about the underratedness of Hauser. And I agree with that. I actually think, I mean, if Hauser can have confidence in his stuff, I think confidence is key for Adrian Hauser. But the guy's got a, last year in the 2022 season, he won 6, lost 10, at a 4.79 ERA. Pardon me. 22 games, 102.2 innings, 4.73 ERA though that hurts. But he's bound for an upswing, especially if the guy wants to get paid or traded. I think we could see him get into the pitching lab and do some work. You know, he's a ground ball pitcher, so that's one of the things with those guys. He doesn't blow you away, but he gets a lot of ground ball outs. And he had there was like that period. I don't know if that was 20. I want to say that was 2021 where he had a really good season for us, and I think that was one of the big benefits. Let me look. My contacts are completely dry. I could have just put on my glasses. But yeah, so 2021. But anyways, that being said, like I think he's one of those guys that's got the big potential upswing. Going to be a good turnaround story to watch for. I'm not going to say it's going to happen, but he's a sleeper pick. He's one of those guys that you want to watch and see what happens with him. So I'm really excited for that. I really think that's Owen Miller, Adrian Hauser. Those are the guys that I really want to see something happen for. The other guys I kind of already have expectations on. These guys I'm kind of going with no expectations. So if they come out good, I'm going to be really happy with that, if that makes sense. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about was up and coming things that we get to look forward to as Brewers fans. So I don't know if you guys take a look at the schedule often, but the one really cool thing coming up here with the regular season, sorry, just getting a lot of close-ups of my face, with the regular season now being, we are actually, first and foremost, we're right on the cusp of the World Baseball Classic, and they've got some They've got a game against Great Britain that's going to be cool. So that's kind of like a scrimmage game. But we are hopping into the regular season where we get to play everybody. And one of the things that I talk about with people in a lot of the conversation that I have outside of just sitting behind this microphone and talking to you is how cool it's going to be to have the opportunity as a baseball fan to sit and see guys like Shohei Ohtani, you know, get to see the Red Sox every year, the Tigers. You know, Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout are the best baseball players in the game. And that's really exciting that we're going to see them on a regular basis. We actually see the Angels in the first month of the year, and that is a home game, baby. Yes. So that's going to be fun. And then, you know, we're playing every team. So some years we'll get to see them here, and some years you'll have to go on the road. Tampa Bay Rays are on the road, but Astros are here. Let's see Astros. Do you forgive the Astros yet? If you're at this point in the video, comment that button down below. I kind of don't. We get to see Ramon Urias. The Athletics will be in Milwaukee. God, we're gonna get some good games this year. This is what I was talking about. These are the things to look forward to. Spring training is right around the corner, guys. We're gonna see more videos and more things once all these guys get on the ground, and we're gonna get to see our players play. So as far as right now, Devin Williams is gonna play. Rowdy, Urias. Probably Freddie and Willie, according to what they said. So, but that's part of this new schedule that I really love, and I wanted to do more talk, and I'll do a full episode and maybe talk that with the butcher. We'll get the butcher on, and he'll do his analysis. He's got a good one coming up for you guys this week, so check out that on Wednesday, I believe. I don't know, my days run together. Playing the Rangers, so DeGrom, but that's not here. Twins, as always. But yeah, so I mean, just so much going on. So much going on. Ooh, we got like a 5-game stretch against the Marlins. I'm trying to look for interleague matchups that we're gonna get to see. So the thing with this change, and I've yet to determine or see how it's going to kind of play out, is I want to know what playing every team in the majors is going to do for us. Now, is it going to be one of those scenarios where, okay, now we're playing a lot of better teams? You know, we used to be able to beat up our division, and I'm not going to sleep on the fact that I think this could be beneficial in a way, because there's still plenty of weak teams. I mean, you got Oakland, you got the Reds, you've got the Diamondbacks, you've got the Orioles have actually gotten good, so I can't say the Orioles anymore. The Rays, we could play them pretty well. I don't know. There's a lot, and I don't know how they factor that and where I could find the research for that. I would love to look it up, but where do we got the All-Star game coming from this year? The All-Star game at T-Mobile. So is that Seattle? Yeah. That'll be fun. Lots of good stuff. How many All-Stars do you guys expect? I'm going to say there's going to be at least 4 to 5. 4 to 5 is my number right now. That may change come time for the prediction schedule episode, which is going to drop probably right before the season starts. So I'm going to drop that predictions episode, and we'll talk about what I think. I like to sneak little things in here and there. So I'll probably have to go back through and get everything that I've already said as predictions and kind of analyze and be like, because a lot of this stuff is gut, you know, it's just what I feel. So I'll have to kind of actually go back and analysis what I actually did and what I actually think. Really, I mean, no news on the Brewers website, which is kind of funny to me at this juncture because there's like nothing to talk about. So they're just kind of like popping the, Willie Adames #8 shortstop. I think that's really great though. Like, not that we traded Wander Franco, we have no association with Wander Franco, but that we traded for Willie Adames. And, Wander Franco was supposed to be this hot commodity. And we're talking a year and a half later, and we're talking about Willie Adames ranking better in Major League Baseball than Wander Franco. That's pretty awesome to me. So it was a sad week, guys. I'm gonna talk about this because I think a lot of other Brewers fans are feeling it as well. A lot of us are seeing the wonderfulness that is social media, i.e. Facebook, has popped the Brewers on Deck memories for all of us, because this was that time of year where we'd go to the Brewers on Deck and, they cram 30,000, 40,000, whatever. I think it was like 30, to be honest. I don't know. There's a lot of people in that place, but it's sad. It's the death of On Deck, we're like mourning it year after year because we all have these memories when, I met Brent Suter and I got to take a picture with Eric Thames and, my kid met Corbin Burns, and just all these little memories that we've kind of lost now until they decide to maybe do something in the future. And like people have said, like broadcasters and different sports insiders have said, oh, well, they might bring it back. Well, the Wisconsin Center is under construction. There's still stuff going on there. That's the other half of the Wisconsin Center that's under construction. So I don't know. I'm still mad about it. I'm still mad. And I'm, especially when I see pictures of the good times I had, and I shot some really good videos at that thing and they were fun. And I'm just ticked that they took it away. It was something that me and my wife went to every year, and it's sad. It's sad at the end of the day that it's gone and we no longer have it to enjoy. Yeah. So that's all I have for you guys tonight. I am plumb out of content for the evening. I'm tired. It's gonna be a short one today, guys. Hopefully we'll get more news. We got more stuff to talk about. I have some cross content coming, so I might be telling you guys, hey, go check out this guy's podcast because I'm on it, or that kind of thing. So if you do see that, go check those out. I'll let you know. I mean, it's just a matter of I'll post it when I post it. I try not to like pump something if I'm not going to be actually doing it, or if it's just going to fall apart. Just like when I like to talk about a trade or a player that we signed, I want to know that it's actually happening or that it's actually done before I post said video and say, hey, we got this guy, because I don't want to be that person that is putting out content that's false or inaccurate, I guess, so to speak. Not false, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be jumping the gun too much. So, guys, I appreciate you. I ranked number 13 in the UK, so much love to the UK. And we'll keep coming. We're going to keep coming. It's going to keep getting better. More and more as I write content, as I work on content, it's going to get better. And I appreciate the support. So find us on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, iHeartRadio, Pocket Cast, and I forgot all the Spotify, Anchor, of course, Anchor, YouTube, of course, we're on YouTube every day, 5:30 a.m. upload time, guys. Throwing strikes, getting likes, hitting dingers, getting listeners. That's all I got, guys. Thank you for everything. You guys have a great rest of your day, night, evening, whenever you're listening to this. And as always, go Brew Crew.
Thank you for watching the Miller Park Minute. Go Brewers.